Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another reaction video. Sorry that intro was a bit delayed there and that I'm closing my eyes so much. I'm looking straight into the light of my webcam, and yeah. Anyway, this is pre-recorded since at the time this goes live, I'm probably still at work. Where to the point, or I'm still like in someone else's house. At the time this comes out, so God, that sounds bad. But I'm actually having my first experience in Dungeons and Dragons actually today. So, well, it's more like a session 0, but you get the point. And yes, I'm keeping my eyes closed for this bit because those lights are fucking bright. Anyway, today we'll be reacting to. I have to open one of my eyes here for a sec. We made Willy Wonka R-rated. Guys, that honestly sounded interesting when I found it yesterday at the time this comes out. I mean, how can I honestly wonder how they made it R-rated.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a seemingly innocent story for children, yet contains gruesome industrial candy accidents that one by one takes children out of the running for that golden ticket prize. But they really show that they're all okay and everything worked out. But you know what? That's the coward's way out. Through new visual effects, newly shot scenes, new edits, and new sound design, we want to present to you a reimagined version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where each one of these scenes shows what really happened. Let's take a look at how we make it. We're joined here by Ian Hubert and Peter France.
What's up, y'all?
Both VFX masters. Guys, we wanted to look at this with you guys and take a look at some of these shots and brainstorm together. How could we make this really crazy? What kind of things could we do to it? Let's pull up the movie.
I watched it for the first time last night. Like, I've connected with these characters, you know? And now we're gonna...
I never watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Wonka Vision, my very latest and greatest invention.
Such a cool set. So this thing, it shrinks, it transfers the chocolate bar and shrinks it down.
I guess Mike TV is tiny now. He got turned into particulate and then reassembled.
What if we pulled a Galaxy Quest and Mike TV was reassembled wrong?
Oh,
yeah,
Galaxy
that
Quest.
Happened to Mike TV.
She faints at the end of that scene too.
Let's go to Augustus Gloop. This one's like the most disturbing in my opinion.
Like, the reason the scene messed with me as a kid was because it was just so claustrophobic.
Horrifying, dude.
Just the red smear as he moves up the pipe.
I don't know, from that shot where you could just see his head, you have to have the stream just go straight through his skull.
His face can, like, inflate.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
Oh man, yeah. Pressure just keeps building and he just bursts.
It goes all the way up his ass and then explodes.
Boiled Veruca salt.
And gone.
Like the producers are just like, we don't have more time for kid scenes. Drop her in a box. Trapdoor gag. Done. So I was thinking this is a great opportunity.
You just hear a splat.
Pachinko machine. So she falls through that. Then it cuts to a rag doll of her knocked all over the place.
We'd basically be paying off what the audience has always been wanting to see.
Apparently.
We also
Bubbles.
have the fan scene, and that's just waiting to be violent.
I mean, that's easy enough.
Yeah, eventually they get up there. Oh dude, those fingers. I feel like it might be a little tricky compositing wise with all those bubbles in the
I mean, you've seen Final Destination at this point, right?
What do you guys want to get fancy on here?
Anything involving soft body physics is my game. What he said, but the exact opposite.
Hard body physics.
Pick any scene. Claim it for yourself. Go for it.
Claim Augustus Gloop.
Alright, you're stepping up to the Gloop challenge.
Very happily do the bubble one.
Okay.
Okay, great. Well,
Gore.
I'll try the rag doll.
Okay.
And then I'll grab Thomas TV. What's his name?
Mike TV.
Mike TV.
Gentlemen, break. Look at that synchronization.
Nah.
Very entertained by the fact that Peter's in the middle of a hike. Good luck with everything.
Guys.
It's recording. Yes, okay.
Seriously, fucking ad.
Better shot of Mr. Gloop, but you know, I'm not sure that I buy this performance. In theory, he has chocolate shooting up through his butthole, and so I imagine that would be a bit more painful than he's expressing here. So as with most things, I decided to recreate this in CGI. I used this great software, a free software called Make Human. Basically, it gives you a generic person model, and you have all these sliders for gender, age, muscle, weight, and it gives you a whole skeleton you can work with, What I did was I projected the footage of Gloop's head onto the 3D model of Gloop. Since I didn't really believe his performance, I decided to do my own. So I did a little janky home motion capture of just recording my face with my cell phone, bring that into Blender, and then go through frame by frame using these face bones to match the performance of me to them all. I've taken some artistic liberty with the eye rolling and shaking of the head, but for the most part it matches. From then on, it's pretty straightforward. We just bring our render into After Effects, overlay it over the background, overlay some glass, overlay the pipe, and we're good to go. Lovely. For the second shot, we're not mixing this with no live action footage. I took a wide shot of the whole environment and I painted out the pipe. We got that in Blender, and what I'm gonna do is use the knife tool to cut out some little doohickeys, extrude it to give our background some depth. We get this, a super janky but usable background. Out of focus, totally works. I also went ahead and recreated the pipe in Blender, put it around Mr. Augustus. To show his body inflating with chocolate, I decided to use a displace modifier, which basically takes the geometry of his body and just pushes it outward. He's been inflating with chocolate. Eventually there's going to be a breaking point. A simple fluid simulation, you just set the z-axis velocity to like 10 feet per second and just let it shoot up into the
I really want to see the end product here.
Then to top it all off, we add a material. We have a nice mixture of blood and chocolate here, and there you go. Gloop has successfully been exploded.
Do we actually get to see all the...
Grandpa Joe, wow, what a dream come true.
Do we actually get to see the end?
Grandpa Joe would be excited to be flying, and so he would fly straight up in the fan and explode. And then the sphincter opens and the fan comes out and it chews up some Charlie paste down below in a spray of exactly 100,000 drops of Grandpa blood. Grandpa was easy, just cut out an image from the movie and attached a few vertices to control objects, and goodbye. But Charlie's trickier. I put a few textures from the movie onto a human shape, and he looks kind of like a nightmare, but I stuck an image of the top of his head on the top of his head, and it looks like the top of his head, so that works. But how to animate? I have a Rococo motion capture suit, so I was going to use that, but first I have to get inside his head. What is Charlie like? What is he thinking in these final moments? Fear, sure, but also shame.
Final
because of the
destination,
physical
shit.
acceptance of his punishment for reaching the destination. With that in mind, I acted out Charlie's final desperate moments. First one leg, then the other. Worked out okay.
So while all the guys are working on their respective VFX shot, it's my job to edit together a piece that can kind of string these VFX sequences together into a story. I have to make the setup.
I just have to see the end product here.
In the movie if you're trying to recontextualize some of these shots. Roald Dahl was known for going to dark places in his writing, so there's a lot of that just inherently in this story. Now, while Willy Wonka may be a psychopathic murderer in this world we're setting up, what if we took it a step further?
One
and
hell of a
actually had
psychopath.
Charlie commit murder to get his grubby hands on one of them golden tickets. There's a sequence where Charlie's walking in the street at night. Those shots are very dramatic. They're very kind of dark shots. He's in a kind of dark mental space in the film. Why not push it one step further and make him contemplating murder? There's a couple building blocks to tell this story that are missing though. One, there's no target for Charlie to kill. He needs to have a victim. Two, there's no shot of Charlie wielding a weapon. And three, there's no shot that explicitly pays off, so some pickup shots were necessary.
Seriously, I have to see the end product here.
Like 1970s England. There's a place called Post Alley in Seattle. There's a famous gum wall there. This place was perfect. Dressed my dad up as an old drunk guy. It worked out great. Then I got a shot of a knife being pulled out of a pocket. A couple shots of Charlie rummaging through the jacket and finding a golden ticket. I think the shots turned out great and they're gonna give us what we need to tell this story. The only thing left is some sound design. I've asked some of the guys to
That must have
record
been fun
some
for his
screams of the
dad.
victims as they fall prey to Willy Wonka.
Alright. Nick has asked me to sit down and record some audio assets for the Willy Wonka piece. He wants me to do some ADR, maybe some VO for some of the characters and things like that. Well, I thought that
Maybe
would be
some
no
moans
better
of
opportunity
pain.
to tell you guys about today's sponsor, ExpressVPN, through these recordings right here. You may have heard that ExpressVPN protects you from hackers trying to steal your information, but what you might not also know is that it can expand your entertainment.
I mean, to be fair, we're
private
actually
information
using their
private,
stuff,
and
so
keep
might
your
as well keep the ad
sensitive
in.
work secure.
Or this,
That
their
way,
own in-video ad.
Get ExpressVPN, they'll encrypt all your online data, giving you a layer of protection from people like the government. Think about all the confidential information that you handle. Misconfigurations on your device or malware-infected router could put your data at risk of being stolen by hackers.
Well, to be fair, they wouldn't get anything of interest from me, aside from my porn history. illegal. By the way, just have to mention that it's legal.
Gets the throat. Through ExpressVPN,
No
you
shit.
can hide and change your location so that shows and movies that used to not be available in your country are now available. Do you think that was too long?
Yeah.
ExpressVPN ensures that 100% of your data being transferred between
Alright.
devices and the internet is encrypted. If you're interested in trying ExpressVPN for yourself, head on over to expressvpn.com/. Like, I'll just do.
Dude, no cowboy voices, no Mr. Miyagi voice. I just need screams, man. Little children.
No offense, but alas, that was way too long.
Oh, jeez, I gotta do this all over again.
So the Mike TV microwave shot. The first place I started was Mixamo.com. This place is great. Looks
Oh yeah,
like
I know
some
Mixamo.
sort of painful, lying on the ground in pain, motion capture data. Downloaded this into C4D. So you get this guy writhing around on the ground. I select the joints here and I just start scaling things, moving things around, and you start to get some really weird Sims glitchy effects here. Then I started to texture things, referenced stuff like real lungs on Google and gross images from that show Chernobyl, and basically came up with something like this. These dark parts here, you have like a real nasty red, pulpy, fleshy material, and then you have this top layer which is more like just your normal skin. Really
Alright.
nice wet reflection on that thing, like it just looks horrible. He is not having a good time here.
No
I
shit,
lit this thing
Sherlock.
with a couple area lights, make sure I got that real nice harsh edge light on this guy. And the last thing that we did here was had some goo turns into a melted piece of skin. For that I used X particles. There's just an emitter set to object mode, and yeah, that's Mike TV in the microwave. I can't wait to see what the other guys have up their sleeve.
This one I'm actually
It's
interested.
relatively straightforward. You just take your model and you break it into chunks: forearms, biceps, top of the torso, middle of the torso, the head, the neck, and you connect each one of those things with joints. So like the elbow is just a basic hinge, for example. So using all these different joints, I linked all the different parts together, and then I could just hit play and the whole thing would tumble to the ground. Problem was, setting up joints that match the range of motion for a human body is actually a lot more complicated than I thought. A 3D object is something
Probably.
called a pivot. Basically, it's like the central point of the object that tells where it is in 3D space. And apparently, pivot affects the orientation of the joint. So I discovered that the pivot points of my bones had been altered to point sideways when it was on the arms rather than normal up and down. So I had to reorient all that, fix my joints, and once that was looking good, I knew I was ready to start my full animation. I had to build a stunt route, you know, for the character to hit things. Like, you know, I wanted to slide into something and smack off of something else, and bling, 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 bling. The thing is,
Ooh, good
animate
thing
it.
that's a
Just
lady.
set it up and hope that nature takes its course and that your character will hit all the things it's supposed to hit. Finally got an animation I was happy with. And now I'm going to build a whole factory around that and actually decorate it to look like it's part of a whole factory system. I used Kit Bash Brutalism Architecture Model Pack to kind of basically do all my factory backgrounds and all these archways and concrete decoration things. Like, that would have taken way too long for me to make. You know, I have this
Yeah,
thing that just comes to life.
Blender is
Lights
real
everywhere.
difficult if
And
you
now
don't know
I
how,
could
you know?
hitting this and hitting that, and that was that. Render it out. Now the motion blur and the depth of field and all that stuff, plus the realistic lighting, added a lot of time to the render. This actually took me an entire week to render.
Dang.
So yeah, that's how I made the ragdoll animation.
Bam.
Awesome. All right.
Final
we have some
review.
Final shots to look at.
So excited.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen any of your guys' shots.
I'm looking forward to this shit. The big reveal.
Here we go. And now details on the sudden announcement
And of course, before their big reveal, there is a fucking ad. Anyway.
that has captured the attention of the entire world. Hidden among the countless billions of Wonka bars are 5 gold tickets.
Wonka,
And
Wonka,
the 5
Wonka.
people who find them will come the most fabulous prize one could wish for. A lifetime supply of chocolate.
Ew. Yay, but ew.
Nobody ever comes out.
Wow.
Oh, the old knife man.
It's like an old pulp horror movie. Wonky Willy.
Ew. Ooh. In the right mind. Once a wonky Willy. Get your mind out of the gutter. Me.
Hidden among the countless billions of Wonka bars are 5 gold tickets. A
lifetime supply of chocolate. Chocolate.
This is like really engrossing.
Chocolate. Oh my god, he is Michael Myers! Potentially.
Dude, this is Willy Wonka, directed by Stanley Kubrick, man.
The fact that he had that he could make a like a shot of his dad getting stabbed. Why is he covered in blood?
Present this ticket at the factory gates at 10 o'clock in the morning of the first day of October, and do not be late.
It's nice to have you here. I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, it will.
I think you will. You are now about to enter the nerve center to the entire Wonka factory.
Oh, the blood river.
Inside this room, all of my dreams become realities.
Wow.
Is that a fountain of blood? Our first horror scene, then.
Watch the pipe. Terrific pressure is building up behind the blockage. The suspense is terrible.
I mean, the CGI is kind of bad, but still, you don't know how long he has had for this, you know? It's still kind of fun.
Who wants
Well,
an everlasting gobstopper? I can only give them to you if you solemnly swear to keep them.
Violet, now don't you do anything stupid.
It's tomato soup.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
What's happening?
You're blowing up like a balloon. Oh my God.
Well, well, well. Two naughty, nasty little children gone. 3 children left. These are the geese that lay the golden eggs. As you can see, they're larger than ordinary geese.
Hey, Daddy, I want a golden goose. Here we go again.
How much do you want for the golden goose?
They're not for sale.
Name the price.
She can't have one.
I want one. I want a golden goose.
Yeah, she's dead.
She was a bad egg. Now, would you all please put the
No kidding.
There's dangerous stuff inside.
Wonka Vision, my very latest and greatest invention.
Lights, camera, action!
Here it comes. There it is.
It's real.
Taste it. It's delicious. It's just gotten smaller, that's all.
Look at me. I'm going to be the first person in the world to be set by television. Hey, get away from that thing.
Stop, don't come back.
Just a stop, don't come back.
Over our heads in a million pieces. Now watch the screen.
You call that unharmed?
Adieu. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
You're a cheat and a swindler. How can you
Almost.
like this?
Excuse me for not showing you out. Straight up the stairs. You'll find the way. And goodbye to you both. Goodbye.
Let's take a drink, Charlie. Nobody's watching.
Yeah.
A small one won't hurt.
Allegedly, no one's watching. I mean, wouldn't you be able to like push yourself down like that? Bruh.
That is incredible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Bruh.
Good job, everyone.
That was terrifying.
No kidding.
I'm glad.
It was actually kind of fun to watch, though.
Goodness.
Oh my gosh.
That all looks really good. You guys freaking killed it, man. The goo in the pipe mixed with like whatever his name is, Charlie, out of the fan. He's like,
Oh, wait, oh no, it's coming down now. the door that closes and traps him in.
It's
So
such the
convincing.
perfect chef's kiss for that end sequence, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like literally,
Size like nut job.
especially since he.
grinded up pulp this freaking nut meat, dude.
just even the blood on his face after he stabbed the guy. It was so good.
The blood on the face when he comes in is like.
Found some money on the street.
That's such a good transition.
You did the ragdoll stuff. That was amazing.
I spent, a
Honestly,
long
the
time
ragdoll was the best part.
Nico, that like when it
Bonk.
got to your first shot, I thought it was actually part of the thing for real. I was like, I don't remember this. Like, it looked seamless and it was lit really well.
Thanks,
you should
man.
be proud of that, man. That was really.
Yeah,
good.
he should be
Every
proud of
minute
that.
Working on
That was
a
the best
blast.
looking part in the whole
What a
thing,
payoff to
actually.
see all this come together, like it's the best feeling ever. That was amazing.
Like that line you put in there, like, oh no, stop it.
Oh no, stop it.
Like with that eraser head, like, the little corpse on the screen. Like, what the?
Peter, you kept your graph going upwards for crazy effects, I feel like.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Sam, did you do any shots?
I actually almost
Yeah, I
lost
did
my
all the,
lunch.
Blood River stuff. No, yeah, I did all the guts dropping, poured in there.
That
You're
was really
freaking
good.
yeah, the meat.
Dude, what a testament to like the technology these days that we all have like fluid simulations and like physics simulations and hair simulations and like so much stuff going on, like all in our scenes that like we all just did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty nuts.
If you want to watch Wonky Willy uncut without our reactions, we have it uploaded to the Corridor channel. Also, we made a playlist of our favorite Ian Hubert videos and Peter France videos. Ian makes these
Anyway, I actually wanted to react to this video specifically because you could also see them actually doing it and everything, which I thought was also kind of interesting. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys for tomorrow's stream, which, at the time of recording this, I'm still hoping won't be Minecraft. But at the way it's looking, it's probably going to be a coin toss. God damn it! I still fucked that line up. Anyway, again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream of whatever I'll be making or streaming. So yeah, bye.